Hello class 11, how are you all? So welcome to the next part of the projectile. In the last lecture we have discussed the horizontal projectile and we did some derivation that was related to the term like height, taking out the range and the time duration. Alright. Now in this session we will do some important numericals that is based on the angular projectile. Alright, so this is the first numerical that is before you. So everyone read it out first. So find the angle of projection at which the horizontal range and the maximum height are equal. Alright, so the condition is given in this question to equate the maximum height with the range, and we have to identify that what is that angle at which both of them becomes equal to each other. So what is given that we have to equate range with the maximum height. Okay, so what is the formula? That is u square sin 2 theta upon g will be equated to u square sin square theta upon 2g. I told you that how you can easily remember the formula of h max and also opt for the r to not get the confused. Okay, but let's say once again you can see here. You know that we calculate it by using the equation that is v y square is equal to u y square plus 2g h. Okay, so if I take the negative sign because g is acting in the negative side. So you know this value is what? This value is the value of the vy is finally 0. So what we can write that is uy square upon 2g that is equal to h, and you know the value of uy which is sine, that is u sine theta. So this is the way to easily remember the formula of our h max. Okay, now just equate it and cancel our terms. So we can further write this sine 2 theta into the half angle formula, which is 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, and let's bring the 2 over here. So this will also multiply with the 2, and this is equal to sine square theta. So one sine, another sine will again cancel out. Okay, and what we are getting a cos theta over here, which is equal to tan theta is equal to 4. Tan theta is equal to 4. Okay, so we don't know the exact value of tan theta equal to 4. Alright, so you can leave your answer over here, but how? By using it as a theta is equal to tan inverse 4. So this is the angle at which both of our range and the maximum height will be equal. Okay, if I write a particular value of theta, then it is approximately equal to 75.56 degrees. Okay, so this is the approximate value of the theta that you can write it here, or you can simply leave your answer at this point. Alright, so next move to the question. Okay, so this is our next question. The students, read it out first. A bullet fired at angle 30 with the horizontal hit the ground 3 to 3 km away. Can it hit a target which is at 6 root 2 km by adjusting the angle of projection? Alright, so what it is given to us, that there is a projectile which is projected at the 30 degree. Okay, it is projected at the 30 degree and it is falling horizontally at the range of 3 root 3. Okay, that is 3 root 3 kilometer is the range which is given at an angle of 30 degree. Alright, so what it is asking, that can it hit the target which is exactly at the 6 root 2, that is from this point the target, let's say the target is here, and which is at the distance of 6 root 2 kilometer. Okay, so you know that we can adjust the theta to increase the range. Alright, so that is asked to us, that can we increase the theta at such instant so that it can actually hit the target or not. That is our question. Okay, so first thing that we don't know, that is about the velocity. We don't know certain terms, but we know the points that is given to us. So this is the range that is given to you. Range as 30 degree. So again use the formula u square sine 2 theta. What is 2 theta? That is 2 into 30 upon g, and its value is given to you, that is 3 root 3. So this is 3 root 3. Okay, so let's see what we are getting from this. This will be equal to u square sine, I am directly writing the value, that is 2 into 30, that is 60 degree, and sine 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. Okay, and this is equal to g equal to 3 root 3. So again root 3 will cancel out, and what we are getting, our value of u square is equal to 6g. Okay, so this is the value of u square that we are getting, that is 6g. Okay, do not solve it, we will put the value finally and there we will solve it. Okay, so this is the term that we got. Now you know that if the target is a 6 root 2, okay, so at what angle we can adjust to hit the target. But you know a case that what is the maximum value of the range you can actually adjust. Okay, it is not infinite, it is basically a particular value you can increase the range up to a certain limit only. Okay, and that angle that we derive is equal to, that is equal to 45 degree. So this is only the 45 degree, that can be only the maximum theta you can adjust it to create or to produce the maximum range of your projectile. Okay, so let's put the value of theta, let's use this value of u square, and let's see what is the range that we can actually make it. Okay, so the formula will be same, just I am moving some terms. So this is now at 45 degree. So you know at 45 degree what will happen, this will become 90 degree, and this will be equal to what? Let's calculate. Put the value of u square. Okay, so from here I can put u square upon g is equal to 6, because g can come over here, so I can write it u square by g equal to 6. So the value is 6. Okay, and that is the value, that is 1. So what is the range that we can get, which is the maximum value of range? You can get only the 6 meters. Okay, so you can see the difference, that the maximum range that you can get in this projectile is only the 6 meter, but your target is actually at the 6 root 2. Your target is at the 6 root 2. That means whatever you do, your projectile can only reach up to the 6 meters. Okay, that is only up to the 6. It cannot go beyond it, and that's why it will never able to hit. It will never able to hit our target at the 6 root 2 meters. Okay, so this was the conclusion of your question. And let's make one more correction here. Okay, so we have used the 3 root 3 meters and 6 root 2 meters. Okay, so it was by mistake, it was written kilometers, so you will make a correction. That will be in the meters. Okay, everything will be in the meters. Okay, yeah, here also that will be in the meters. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay students, so this is our next question. So let's read the next question. Calculate the horizontal distance that is traveled by the ball thrown with a velocity of 20 root 2 meter per second, such that without hitting the ceiling of an auditorium of height 20 meters. Okay, so this line is a very big hint for our question. Okay, so what is the horizontal distance? Okay, we have to calculate. Okay, first draw the diagram. Whenever you read a question and if you are not getting the idea, just make a diagram and then think over it. Alright, so let's say this is our auditorium. Auditorium is a very big hall. Okay, you can also say this is like a seminar hall. Okay, so what it is given, that let's say a ball is thrown from here, let's say theta. So what it is given, that it can only at what horizontal distance it should travel. Okay, so that it will not hit it is without hitting the ceiling. Okay, without hitting the ceiling means that the height of the ceiling is given, that is 20 meters. This is 20 meters. So what is the question is saying us that it is the only maximum height, it is the only maximum height that your projectile can go. It will not go beyond the 20 meters, because if it just crosses the 20 meter, it will directly hit the ceiling of the, or you can say the roof of this auditorium. Okay, so this is what given to us, that is the maximum height, and then we can calculate easily the horizontal distance also. Okay, so this is what given, that is h max, which is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g, and its value is given to us, that is 20 meters. And what else given to us? Okay, that is the velocity. Velocity is given on the projection, that is 20 root 2. Okay, so let's put here and let's see what we are getting. So this is 20 root 2 square, that means 20 square, and the square of root 2 will be simply 2 sin square theta upon 2g. Okay, so now we can cancel the 120 over here. This is 2, cancel, 2 will cancel also. Okay, and then g value is 10, then we can again cancel this. So that means sin square theta, what we are getting as a 1 by 2, or you can say theta is equal to 1 by, that will be under root 2 if I just remove the square, and the, what is the value for that sin theta? You know, that is 45 degree. Okay, so basically what means the 45 degree that we are getting, we will actually get what is the maximum range also, because at 45 degree you know there is a maximum range condition. Okay, so let's calculate the range now, that is the horizontal distance, the maximum distance. So this will be given by r is equal to u square sin 2 theta, and you know the formula, that will become 2 into theta upon g. Okay, that will be 2 into 45, 90 degree. So simply what will leave us, that will be u square by g. Okay, so now just put all the terms and let's calculate that the value of the range. So the u square means again 20 into 20, root 2 square is 2 upon 10. So it will just cancel out this 2, and what we are getting, 80 meters. So 80 meters is what? That will be the maximum, that will be the horizontal distance that the projectile will cover without hitting the ceiling. Okay, so this is what, 80 meters. Okay, so I hope this numerical is also clear to all of you. Okay, so let's move to the next part. Okay, so student, this is the next question that you are watching on the board. Okay, so let's read the question first. So the question is from a point at a distance of 15 meters. Okay, that is 15 meters from the foot of a ball. The ball is thrown at the angle of 45 degree, which just crosses the top of a ball, and afterward it strikes the ground 5 meter on the other side. Okay, so we have to find the height of the ball. Okay, so this question is very important. Okay, so first draw the diagram of it. So what it is said that from the foot of a ball, let's say this is a ball. So 15 meters before a ball was projected, 15 meters before a ball was projected, and the angle is given to you, that is 45. So this is 45 degree. Okay, so it just goes and it just hit the ball. Okay, it just go over the ball. Okay, it just crosses the ball, and then it strikes the ground on the other side of it, which is only at the 5 meter. Okay, this is only at the 5 meter, and this is what, the 15 meter. So you cannot say that. Okay, so the question hints you that you cannot say the ball is exactly at the middle of the range. Okay, that is not at the between of the range. It is having a different distance that is given on the either side. Okay, and so one more thing, conclusion, that what we can get, that this cannot be the maximum height. This cannot be the maximum height. Why? Because if the distances on the both sides are different, and how can you say that this can be the maximum height that your projectile is attaining? Okay, so this is not at the midpoint, this is somewhere else, and this is also not our h max. So you cannot directly use the formula of h max. Okay, so this is a very important conclusion that you can get from the diagram. Okay, now calculate what we have asked, that the height of the wall. So height of the wall is the thing that to be determined. Okay, now see what is given to us, that the projectile is projected at 45 degree. So you know what happens at 45 degree. Again, at this 45 degree, you know range is maximum. And what is the range that is maximum? That is u square by g. Alright, so this is also the biggest clue in our question. So let's use, so you can use the range, that is 15 meter plus 5. Okay, this is the total sum, because your ball has started from here and it finally reaches the ground at this point. So what can be the total range? That is 5 plus 15. Okay, so that will be equal to 20 meters, which is equal to u square upon g. Okay, or you can bring the g over here. So you can write 200. Okay, so this is the value of our u square. That will be the value of the u square that we got from this diagram. So let us write here u square is equal to 200. Okay, now see what it is. What you can use the other equation. If you see that this is what, that is the value of x is given to you, and this is what, that is the value of y. The height is, let's take the height as the y. Okay, so that means we want the some relation that tells us between the x and the y. Okay, so if you remember, we have derived the equation of the trajectory. Okay, that is the trajectory equation between the x and the y. So what we can write here, y is equal to x tan theta minus half g x square upon u square cos square theta. Okay students, so this was our equation of trajectory that we have derived. Now let's put the values one by one. Okay, so this is y that we have to find, that is the vertical height of the ball. X is what? That is 15 meter. Okay, because the ball has covered 15 meter horizontally, and the vertical height that is taken as the y. Okay, so this will be 15 into tan theta, that is tan 45, which is equal to 1. Then minus half the value of g. Let's take the 10. X square is 15 into 15. Okay, upon this is u square. The u square value is 200. So this is 200. Okay, and then again cos square 45. You know what is cos 45? That is 1 by root 2, and the square of it is, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 will cancel out this 2. The 1 0 will cancel out this, and this is. Okay, so let's write what we are getting is 15 minus 45 by 4. Okay, so if it is just divided, we will get okay, that is 11.25. So approximately you will get 3.75 meters. So 3.75 meters is what, that is the value of your y, or you can say the height of the wall. Okay, so this was the important question. You can understand once again that on the both sides of the wall we have a different horizontal distances, that is 15 meter and 5 meter. That's why we have not taken the wall in the middle of it, and that's why you cannot say that it is the maximum height of your projectile. Okay, but if I say the total distance is 20 meter, okay, and let's change the question. If I just change the question, and it is said that on the left hand side it is 10 meter, and on the right hand side it is 10 meter. Okay, so in that case you can see that it is just at the mid of the range, and in that case you can assume that this vertical height of the wall can be taken as the h max. Okay, that will be the height of your projectile, and you know the formula for the height, that is u square sin square theta upon 2. So in that case you can take the maximum height, but here since the both side distances are different, that's why we will not take the value of y as the h max. Okay, so this was the important concept in this part of question. And again remember which part has mostly helped us, that was the 45 degree. So 45 degree term, the theta 45 degree is very important. Okay, so whenever this 45 comes, there should be coming in your mind that the value of 45 will give you the maximum range. Okay, and you can use one more equation that I told you, that the ratio of r by h, okay, that was the r by h was approximately, that was given by the 4 by 1. Okay, so that is also very helpful equation for solving the projectile motion equation. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. We will come with more numericals in the next one. Okay, so thank you.